Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to our year-end recap, looking back at 2023 and the crazy real estate market we had. Beau McDougall, broker, NextHome People First.
Scott Lamborn, equity title of Nevada, your Beau title guy.
So, as you've been watching, I'm sure you've watched all of our episodes at this point.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep these ones a little more concise for you so we can get you the data and facts. But this is the important one because we're looking at all of 2023 in comparison to 2022 to kind of see how 2023
So this is a 12-month comparison of all of 2022 going through all of what happened last year. You know, everybody talks about, oh my gosh, real estate has really fallen off the map. Well, since 2021, because that was a record-setting year on multiple levels, from a loan officer standpoint, a realtor standpoint, title, everybody was setting out numbers, you know. And yes, we saw a drop off in 2022. And now that the dust has settled and we're all living in reality again, you know, let's compare what happened in 2023 compared to that 2022 pretty normal year, if you ask me. So,
all right, let's go with how many people listed their homes in 2023 compared to 2022?
So, how many people listed their home back in 2022 was over 43,000. 43,073 exactly people listed their home, which is a pretty staggering number. I know back in 2021, there were over 55,000 homes sold. So obviously there was a drop off from 21 to 22, but there was another drop off, unfortunately, for new listings come to market.
But we can also look, the beginning of 22 kind of had the tail end of 21 too.
Yes.
They still had the gangbuster market there.
100%. So we have seen a little bit of a drop off compared to 2022, really a decent amount, 29.8% less homes hit the market in 2023 when compared to 2022, which is over 13,000 less homes. So that is over 1,000 less homes per month that didn't go to market. That did not go to market. And that's where you're going to see these values. They really held strong here locally based because of that low inventory that we fear.
Exactly.
I mean, it's beating a dead drum at this point because constantly are we hearing low inventory.
Low inventory.
If you thought about moving, you thought about selling, honestly, now is the time to really get your house ready to be on the market because it will be gangbusters. It will be a good year coming up.
Still saying 6.5, 6.25, it's going to, go.
It's going to be a good year. So be prepared if that is in the back of your mind.
All right, let's talk about actual closings. How many properties did we sell in 2023 compared to 2022?
All right, so this past year, we closed just under 23,000 homes. 22,829 homes were transferred and were sold to a new buyer, which is, you know, obviously a pretty high number, 22,000 homes. But when you compare it to the year before, only 993 actually. So almost 28,000. So that's 5,184 less homes sold.
500 homes a month there.
Yes, which is a big number, right? 500 less homes closing each and every month. And that's why some of our real estate agents and loan officers, they're feeling the pinch now. Because yes, 2022 was a down year in comparison to what we had been dealing with. Well, guess what? It went down another 18.4% from that 2022 number that we were sitting at. So yeah, it has got a little bit tighter. But it's still a great market to be in because values have really stayed strong, you know, through this down market. I know every time I turn on the news, they're like, look at this city's value, look at that city's value. And I'm over here looking at our data, our micro data. I'm like, values are solid.
Yeah.
I love where we are. So what's next?
So let's talk about like the seller market. Like if I'm listing my home, let's talk about days on market. 2022 to 2023.
Oh, yeah. So 2022, you know, like it started off the first 4 months were gangbusters. Like it's almost like can't even make up what was being done in the first 3 months of that. So the average days on market in 2022, if you take that into account as well, was only 25. 25 days on market is real fast.
And that's
damn near 3 weeks. I don't have enough time to clean up my shoe closet.
Crazy to think of how slow the end of 2022 was.
Yeah.
If we did the 6 month comparison,
it'd be ridiculous. It'd be sad. We don't want to bring that up. You know, we're staying positive here, bringing you the news.
So what about 2023?
2023, the average days on market was 42.
Which is still not bad at all.
What do you mean 60? Like when I got into this industry 9 years ago, 60 days on market was the normal. They're like, yeah, 60 to 90 is what you expected. I said, it kind of blew my mind. I felt like that was a long time. But now when you're actually thinking about, you got to pack up, get ready to move, you got to sell the house. Also, where am I going? You got to find a place. You got to get qualified for a loan. You got to actually, you know, find somewhere that you're going to go as well. So 60 to 90 days is a very normal reality that everybody should probably keep their minds on.
Absolutely.
But, yeah.
All right. So let's go with price. Everyone cares about price.
Yeah.
If you haven't caught one of our previous episodes when we talked the difference between median and average, go ahead and check that out because we've beaten that dead horse a bajillion times. So let's start with the median house price 2022 to 2023.
So yeah, the median price, and this is a 12-month average, because if we were to compare December of 2022 compared to December of 2023, a 1 month comparison, values are up over 6% in that month-to-month comparison. But we're including that first 4 months of 2022 with our prices, and that's where we're going to see a little bit of a skewed number here. But the median price for 2022 was $458,000, which is, very solid. The fact that we're over 450, in Las Vegas is a pretty astronomical number. I remember 9 years ago, if I got an escrow or a deal sent to me and it was $400,000, I'm like,
it was a good day.
Where is this house? Like, whoa, it must be a custom somewhere. It's got to be an acre. Like, what's going on there? So things have definitely pivoted from those foreclosure days. But this past year in 2023, where were we at, Beau?
We're at 440. So we're actually down year to date, but that's kind of expected with the way the market is, with interest rates and just the whole buyer seller sentiment. It's okay. Like Scott said, if you look month over month, we're actually up December to December. So it's just peaks and valleys. But when you look at the whole average, we are actually down.
Yeah. Well, wait. Yeah. When we get to like August of this next year, values are going to be. This is going to be part of our podcast that we're going to do after this, but values, I would say, are going to be over 10% what they were this past August. 10% increase from this past August coming up. So keep that in mind because we'll refer it later.
All right. So we did median for you math nerds out there.
Yeah. Middle value.
Now let's go with the average sales price. What were we looking at in 2022, Scott?
So a little bit less of a difference there just because there's like more data that it's really being averaged out there. 552,000 was the median or the average for 2022. And it was only down to 547 back here in 2023, which is less than 1% difference.
0.9 to be exact.
Yeah, 0.9. Yeah. Less than 1%. Not that relevant. Of course, never like to see a number going down. But when you hear about how bad other markets are and other markets are performing, it's actually showing how great Vegas is and why it's a great place to invest in real estate.
Absolutely.
So.
And I know you have one more random data fact to talk about, even though we haven't heard much about it on the news.
Oh, housing affordability. I've heard lots about it on podcasts, news, and all these sort of things because they say it's not affordable. They're saying, housing affordability is out of whack. It's not even out there. It's not even a chance. How do people even buy these homes? Well, housing affordability is up 1.6% from 2022. So as bad of a year and all these negative stats that we've been throwing out there, affordability has gotten better. I think a big part of that 1.5+% is due to the fact that the rates did drop in December.
And that helps.
We had
a prices are down a little bit with the rates dropping a little bit. It does help the affordability.
Yeah. But pending sales, like people that went into contract in December of 2023 compared to 2022, it was up like 10%. That's a huge increase. I mean, who's really looking to buy a house in December? Really not that many people, So
holidays and all that. Yeah,
to see that sort of increase is really a positive sign moving forward. And all my loan officers and lender friends out there, they're seeing those applications really skyrocket because they're like, whoa, and maybe I get low sixes. I mean, I know some lenders out there that are sniffing around the 5 3/4 mark, which we were talking 7% 2 months ago.
We almost got to 8.
Yeah, damn near 8%. And I'm sure, unfortunately, some people did get 8%. Fun little data fact, because I love my numbers and data. So in the last 2 years, people that bought a home over 7%, there's over 5,000 people that locally that have bought a home over 7%. So when you start hearing 5 3/4, man, if you're that 7% guy, if you're in that 5,000, you should definitely refinance if you hear anything under 6. Talk to your loan officer, talk to Beau. There's options for you. You will save a decent amount of money for 30 straight years. You gotta realize these are fixed mortgages for 30 years. So if you're saving that $400, times it by 12, times that by 30, and you're really talking about the savings that you will do. Yeah. I don't want to do it. I don't want to mess up on camera.
Hope you guys enjoyed all of our 2023. We will continue this in 2024.
Yeah.
Don't forget about pouring over properties. I think our next one, we're going to talk about everything 2024.
Oh, we're going to get in detail, have some big predictions in there as well. So please, if you're going to turn into one, I feel like this would be the one to at least start your juices off with. So
absolutely. You guys have a great day.